Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in and tell you how incredibly proud I am of you for all that you guys did in February. You absolutely exceeded every expectation, every goal that I put out there for you guys. And, you did that a lot on your own. And I just love that we have so many new emerging leaders. We have people who are just being brave and who are believing in their business and themselves and their teams. And I just absolutely love that. And so that leads me to what I wanted to chat about with you just for a few minutes today. And I wanted to chat with you about the power of belief, the belief in yourself, the belief in your business, the belief in something bigger. When I started this business, my belief was not very big. I had done it all. I had done different network marketing businesses and never really made any money. I searched and searched for a way, even trying to build my own company for a way to work from home because I saw myself as an entrepreneur. I just didn't know how the vehicle that would become. And so, when I started this business, I really, some of you may know this, I got my kit. And I hadn't even told AJ that I did it. And I used the last of our savings account to invest in the company. And I unpacked my bag or my box and I threw the box away. I'm like, this is not going to work. Like, I'm going to start using these products and it's not going to work. And I did use the products. And funny story, I actually broke out with a reaction right. Like, it was just total coincidence. Got poison ivy when I started using the regimens. And so it was another, stone thrown back in, like, oh my gosh, these products don't even work and blah, blah, blah. And so I could have gave up at that point. I could have gave up when my kid arrived and I didn't have that belief in the business, in myself, that I could do it. I was so busy. I had grad school. My husband was gone as a Marine. I had 3 boys. Like, I had every excuse in the book to not make it work. But something kept pushing me on and kept just intriguing me that this opportunity was going to change my life. And I really believed that. I started to believe that when the paychecks started coming in and I started seeing my friends profiting from this business. And I started seeing the things that they were able to do with this business. And I started seeing the people who joined around the same time as me, becoming successful. And then I realized it was the big deal. And it wasn't until I had almost been in the business, actually almost a year. And I had to think about going back into the workforce because I had been going to grad school. And the thought of giving myself to a 9-to-5 and then having to come home and balance it all plus a business was so overwhelming. And that's not the life that I wanted. I wanted choices like we had been preaching. And so we were not financially in the place where I really probably even on paper should have stayed at home at that point. We were making a couple $1,000s with Iridium Fields, and it was more than I was being offered, at my 9-to-5s with my degree. And so we just prayed about it and we just talked about it and we decided, you know what, go for it. What do we have to lose? And so we then put belief in ourselves and belief in our business. And up until that point, I would teeter-totter all the time. I would go look for a job. I would go to an interview, and I was sending mixed messages out. I wasn't completely having belief in the goal that AJ and I had set, and that was to keep me at home and to build this business to eventually bring him home as well. And as soon as I made the decision, and I remember that day, that I was no longer going to look for a job online. I was no longer going to go to interviews. I was no longer going to put that distraction in my brain. Everything changed for me. I had to work this business a different way. This business became our livelihood, and it was how we were going to pay the bills. And so I had to commit to myself, to my family, to my husband, to my team, and to my business to make it work. And every day I had to believe that I could do it, and I couldn't stop until I did. My level 5 story is I was a level 3 one night, and I went to a level 5. And the only reason I did that, I could have said, oh, there's no way I'm going to get there. But I had belief. I had belief in myself and my team and the people that I recruited, and I was going to make it happen. And it happened at 11:30 that night. I went from a 3 to a 5. And, it just shows you that when you put your heart to it, you can do anything. Some of you followed my fitness journey, my weight loss journey, and I'm happy to announce that I've got like 2 more pounds and I'm down 30 pounds. 30 pounds. And I could have just kept on living life the way it was easy. But then I had belief in myself that I had the power to control that. And so that changed everything. So I encourage you, as you guys are going into March, I want you to really think about, what do you want this business to do for you? Short term and long term. And it's always going to change. Your whys are always going to change. But I want it to be strong. I want it to fuel you every morning or every night when you get home from work. And that's the last thing you want to do is work your business. I remember I would do several events a week and I was so tired. But I knew that by putting in that time and effort in the 3 years, I was going to be able to live like no other. And we're at that point now. We're at that point where we're about ready to hit our biggest paycheck, which will be over 5 figures. We are starting to be able to have the conversation with AJ's employer. What does it look like if we retire early? We are starting to see our dreams come to fruition because we have belief. We believe so strongly in all of you. We believe in this opportunity. We believe in our business, and we believe that we are here to do bigger things that we don't even understand. So I want you to really focus on that this March as you go forward, and I want you to think about that. Take the skincare out of it. I want you to completely think about spurring relationships, creating new relationships. I want you to find 5 people each week that you can love on, that you can either surprise with a gift. Maybe they're struggling. Maybe they just need a card. I want you to work on really building those relationships because this is so much more than that. We are a relationship building business, and you never know that the time and attention you give to someone else when it might turn into something else for your business down the road. So I want you to really think about what you want this business to look like. Make a vision board. I want you to show me what you want this business to do and what you want your life to look like in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years. And then seriously, I want you to find 5 people a week in March, and I want you to surprise them, to love on them. Just kind words. You never know who might just need that, and you might just be the answer to their prayers. So again, I'm so incredibly proud of all of you. I just can't even express the gratitude that we have. And it's just so incredibly exciting to see all of your businesses grow and see a lot of you starting to think about retirement as well. So happy March, and we love you all, and I cannot wait to see what we do this month.